Boom, 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 boom. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the Next Generation Baller Show. I'm your host, OP Coach. It's been a while, it's been a long time. Took a little break during the international break, but now we are back and we are ready to go. Yes, we are. Good to have you guys back. Good to see you there. Lots to talk about. Lots been going on. But yeah, don't forget as well, guys, we are sponsored by your guys, Self-Made Savage. Don't forget to get your 20 plus discount code. Yes, and Next Gen. And whatever discount is on there, you will get an added 20%. Ain't that lovely? Ain't that lovely? And let's not forget, guys, Christmas is round the corner. Yes, I know the shelves are looking bare right now, but don't worry, we will have some gifts for you that you can give to you and your family. So stay tuned. The big giveaway is coming soon. So don't forget, why your guy Self-Made Savage will be giving you something really soon. Yeah, so let's dive into the show because it's not to go out. I've been away for a bit, man. So much going on. Obviously, you've got big weekend. Football's back. Yes, it's back. The EPL, the PL2, the Champions League. It's all here. It's all back. We just obviously international break, but you know, this is what we really crave for. The World Cup is only around the corner. But hey, it's football. We love it. We love it. Let's start off. Big thing that's been going on is the awards. You know, when it comes towards the end of the year, you start seeing the award ceremony coming out. So the nominees are out for the Ballon d'Or and the Golden Boy. Let's start with the Golden Boy first. I find this one really interesting. Golden Boy nominees is out, but round it down to last 20 shortlists. I'm just gonna whip through the names, and I'm gonna give you. I think there's only one person that should get, but we'll flip through the names. What they got Pedri, they got Gavi, Gil, Pinino, Amidi, Musella, Wirtz, Jude Bellingham, Mason Greenwood, Saka, Camavinga, Saliba, Medri, Palermo, Granovic, Timber, Reina, Rodrigo, Mendes, and Charles. But let's be fair, guys. There's only one winner when it comes to the Golden Boy. And for me, this player has had a phenomenal season. Like, absolutely, like, it's been ridiculous. It's been crazy. It's been a mad season for this player. And he's defied all logic of what he's done this season. And the player I'm talking about is Pedri. Yes, Pedri at Barcelona, who played 72 games this season. I don't think you don't understand that. 72 games. That is like 2 Premier Leagues in one season. 72 games for club and country in one season. In 338 days. Like, I'm not, we're talking about Barcelona, we're talking about Spain, we're talking about La Liga, we're talking about Champions League, we're talking about the Euros that just went by, and we're talking about the Olympics. This is a phenomenal player. And let's not forget the most important, the most incredible stat of this all, because we probably would expect that from your everyday footballer. But do we expect this from an 18-year-old? Yes, he is 18. And this is, we've seen it with Greenwood, with Jude Bellingham, in England especially, with the fact that Greenwood never got called up, and everyone was talking about, well, Gareth was talking about the fact that he doesn't want to overload the players and he wants players to get time in their clubs. We've seen Pedri, an 18-year-old who still played. He had a little break after when he came back from the Olympics, and now back into the team playing week in, week out, and doesn't seem to have there's anything wrong with him. Let's hope that continues that way. But it is absolutely astonishing what he's been able to achieve. 72 games in one season. For me, Pedri, he has to get the Golden Boy. He has to get the Golden Boy. Some might even say Ballon d'Or, but we'll get to that in a bit. But for me, it has to go to Pedri. Greenwood, Saka. Greenwood had a great season. Saka, also Jude. Jude had a terrific season for Borussia Dortmund, great performance in the Champions League against Man City. Does some great things. So didn't really feature too much in Euros, but for me, it has to go to Pedri, Golden Boy. without a shadow of a doubt. Let us know what you think, guys. If you haven't done it already, go subscribe, go like, do all of that good stuff, and let us know what you think. Who do you think should win the Golden Boy? Also follow us on our Instagram. See us in there. Let us comment. Let us guys know. Also as well, guys. Every review show on Monday, we want to get the fans in. We'll get you guys involved. So if you're interested, you want to get on the show, you want to give your opinion, let us know. Let us know. We'll get you on the show. We have your opinion about the weekend results or anything in general. Anything you want to get off your chest about your club, something you want to say, just let us know. Get involved, man. We want to see you guys get on the show. But let's move on to the Ballon d'Or. So we just talk about the Golden Boy. My personal opinion, I think Pedri should win that. But the Ballon d'Or, this one is a topsy-turvy one. You're seeing names in the media changing from left to right, and it's kind of intriguing to see what everyone's opinion is in regarding to who should win the Ballon d'Or, the biggest prize of them all. Years after years, we used to hear Ronaldo, Messi. It just used to be them, and after recent years, we've seen the likes of Modric getting there, Van Dijk. I know it's been changed a little bit, and also Lewandowski last season got similar award. But so let's go through the list again. We got Azpilicueta, we got Barella, we got Benzema, we got Balletti, we got Kevin De Bruyne, we got Bonucci, we got Chiellini, Ronaldo, Diaz, Donnarumma, Fernandes, Foden, Haaland, Mendes, who's that? Mahrez, Mbappe, Modric, whole host of names. Who do you think should get the Ballon d'Or? Lukaku, Martinez. For me, it's a sticky one. We've seen Mason Mount's name coming there. We've seen Jorginho's name coming there. We've seen Mbappe's name coming there. This is the topsy-turvy one this season. Because for me, if is Haaland too young to get in? Is that accolade maybe a bit too? Is a step too far maybe in his career? Let's not forget Neymar. Pedri's also on the list. Salah, Mo Salah. Terrific season last season. Everyone's talking about he's probably the best player in the world currently right now. Does he need the accolade to cement that? Moreno, Villarreal won the Europa League last season against Manchester City. He's in there, funny enough. But Suarez, who do you think winning the Liga last season? Who do you think should win the Golden Boy? For me, it's a sticky one. It's a sticky one. And if you're talking about trophies and what they've done for the team in terms of what they've achieved, I think a Jorginho, hands down, probably has to get that trophy. But for me, I'm not really too much of an accolade like that. I like players that really stood out and shone. And for me, there's so many players that you could say that's had a similar performance in regards to that. And if you're going to go give a player for performance alone this season and what he's done, has to go to Mo Salah. Has to go to Mo Salah. I'm sure last season, a lot of people slept on last season. And when it comes to the end of the season, everyone was realizing what a great player Mo Salah has been for a very, very, very long time. And I think Mo Salah is one of them players that's been underrated for very long. I know there's a time a couple of seasons ago where everyone was raving about him. He was doing such great things at Liverpool. They was winning Champions League. They was winning Premier League. I know they waned off a bit, but I think Mo Salah has stayed at the peak. I know there was rumours that he wants to go Real Madrid, and obviously things turned out obviously with the Super League and whatnot. The finances started, COVID hit, but Salah has still performed. And I think it will be a credit to him if you can go out there and the people and fans and the clubs can go and give him the accolade, because I feel that he probably does deserve it. But if I'm going by experience and I'm going by how I know these award ceremonies are run by, I think Jorginho will get it. Just currently based on his awards. But for me, Mo Salah, great, should be getting it. 31 goals last season. He's really got 9 in 9 this season with 3 assists. And yeah, it has to go to Mo Salah, even though Haaland was ridiculous last season. 41 goals in 41 games, like with 12 assists. He's already got 11 goals in 8 games this season. So for me, like, if you could say Haaland, but maybe just a little bit. Like even Pedri as well. Like, there's no reason why Pedri couldn't be in that mix, but maybe these accolades just a bit too far, too early for these players. Just yet. So there are two big stories that's been going on this as well. A few stories want to quickly flick through before we talk about the weekend's games. So, big story coming out this week. David Brooks has been diagnosed with cancer. Thoughts go out to you, David. Hope you get well soon. Don't forget to send your love, guys. Wishing a speedy recovery. It's sad to see when these players are in these situations. They're such fit, healthy young men, and you never expect them to get any type of illness. I know COVID's been about, and a lot of players have been picking up that, and some players reacting it better to others. But it's sad when you see a player that receives an illness such as serious when it comes to cancer. I'm not too great with the name of it. I don't want to just say it just to discredit him, but I know it is cancer, and I hope that he's able to recover. We've seen these situations happen before with a few players. Remember, Gutierrez had a problem. He went out, had surgery, managed to come back. And I know there's a few other stories. I just can't remember the names off the top of the head, but let's hope and pray that he can get through this. He can. We wish him a speedy recovery. I know he'll be receiving great support from his club at Bournemouth and also from his international setup at Wales. So let's hope everything goes well for him. You guys send in your love, send in your messages, and wish you a speedy recovery, David Brooks. So. Whoa. The weekend is here, baby. And the Premier League is back. Yes. We're going to talk a bit about the PL2 in the review show. I'll do a little roundup on that before we get the fans in. Yes, don't forget on Monday, we want the fans, you guys, to come on the show and give your opinion. So if you're interested, you want to come down, give us a message. We'll send you the link, get you on the show. You guys can give your opinion. Don't forget as well, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. All of that good stuff. Yes, we are giving you all the content when it comes to football. All right, let's move on. Big game kicking off in about 2 hours, I think. 2 hours is Watford versus Liverpool. Changes at Watford. Watford. Ranieri's back. Yes, the famous Ranieri, the guy who won Leicester their famous Premier League title. He's back at the helm. He's back up at Watford after they sacked their previous manager. And this is an interesting one because Watford I feel, is Liverpool's bogey team. We've seen Watford get some decent results over Liverpool in recent years when they have been in the Premier League. And today's going to be an interesting one because Liverpool have no Alisson, they have no Jones, they have no Fabinho. No, Fabinho is back, and they have no Thiago. So Jones is also, I did mention Jones, but so these key players, especially the keeper, they're gonna have to replace him with Kelleher, who has been a bit topsy-turvy for Liverpool. Hence the reason why they did want to go and get in a few keepers, and Alisson being the main one. But I don't know. Adrian has actually moved on, but this is going to be a tricky game for Liverpool in the sense that Watford, new manager. We know how when a new manager reaction, players at the helm, they want to prove themselves. They want to be, they want to stake their claim for a place on that team sheet. So, and plus them being their bogey team, it's going to be a very, very interesting game when it comes to Liverpool versus Watford. Liverpool have only managed to win two of their 6 12 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League. And this is also adding to the bogey factors that might play into the Liverpool players' heads when it comes to this game. And this is a big, big game for these Liverpool players because Liverpool, everyone's been doubting them. Yes, they've had a good start to the season, but I thought with Liverpool, everyone still has that little question mark over them. There's so many little question marks. And I think when you're in that precarious position, you need results, you need wins. And if you get a defeat, all them question marks start getting bigger, all them questions start getting louder, start getting more frequent. And I think with Liverpool, if they start going into that territory, it could start going into a big decline. Because for me personally, when it comes to Liverpool, they have a good team, very good players, but I see a lot of them players like Salah, Mane, even Henderson, maybe even Dirk Kuyt. I know he just signed a new contract, but in the next couple of years, maybe feeling they've done all they can at Liverpool and maybe want to move on and go abroad and try their luck at the European Giants. So for me, it's a big game for Liverpool in terms of the current season and what they want to achieve. Can they go and kick on and get a result? put all these bogeys behind them and actually state their claim that they want to go on and win the Premier League. Next game, we'll move on to... Wait, before you even move on, why are we moving on so quick like I'm rushing through this thing? And calm down, slow down. I just want to get to know... Hey, listen, all right, cool. So, so my prediction for this game... Watford, you know what? Like, with Ranieri back in Liverpool, I think it's going to be a very good game. 12:30 kick off. I can see a lot of goals coming in this game. So a lot of goals. Saar there on the pitch. He's doing great things. And also Junior, he's doing well for them as well. And Dennis Junior. I can see Watford going out there and doing 2-2. Say 2-2. I thought Watford getting in front and maybe 80 minutes, last 10 minutes to go, but I see Liverpool getting an equaliser. So, yeah, 2-2 I'll go for. So, next game, now I know why to the Russia because it was Man United talking about next. So, the next game we got is Leicester versus Manchester United. Rashford is back, finally. I know I'm saying finally, we haven't got Cristiano Ronaldo and Fernandes and Cavani and Sancho and Greenwood. But yeah, Rashford, Man United player through and through, loves the club. Doing so much great things for the community, for society. Such a great young man, and it's just good to have him back. Like, he's been out with an injury. A lot of people don't know this, but Rashford has actually been playing for injury for the last 14 months of his career. So I know a lot of people were skeptical about him last season. He still got over 20 goals and assists, or 20 goals and however many assists. But he is now fully fit and recovered from his injury. And for me, that is just a great feeling for a Manchester United fan. It must be a great feeling for Rashford to know that he is fully fit, he's back, he's in the twilight of his career, he's getting so much accolades for him, doing such great things, and to be at full fitness and to be able to go out there at Manchester United and perform at his best, I think we're about to see a different Rashford. With the Cristiano Ronaldo back, the competition for places, Rashford is going to want to keep his place. And I think with the fact that he was still getting his goals and doing what last season, I think Rashford is going to be the turning point of Manchester United season. I think he's going to be the player that's going to kick them on. So it's very, very, very good to have Rashford back in the team. Maguire is back in training. He'll miss the game today. He's recovering from his ankle injury. Fred and Cavani are still a doubt because they played with the quarantine issues. The South American teams that come back from internationals, there's all this hula about quarantine and exemptions and all this. We all saw the stories when it comes to the Argentina players and Aston Villa and Spurs players. But we'll see how that one stands. Hopefully, it will be concluded. We get more information as the day goes on. This game here is a tricky game for Man United because you talk about bogey teams. I feel that Leicester is Man United's bogey team as well. Over the years, you see Leicester, they've been a team that's been creeping up into the forefront of challenging for top four spaces, winning the title, and now being in that mix, that one of the teams that you have to go in there and really prepare yourself for, because they call it a 6-pointer, because these are the type of teams that they're not only victories, they're victories that push you above them against teams that are close to you in the rival standing. So big game for Man United. Leicester haven't been performing as well, but they will be looking at Manchester United as a team that they can go on and get a result against and go and push them on for the rest of the season. So it's interesting to see how Brendan Rodgers is going to line up. Got a few injuries himself in the squad. He's got Vardy back. He's got Vardy in there. Jones is still missing. And they've been a bit shaky at the back. But they've got their keeper in Schmeichel, who's been absolutely outstanding for Denmark. He's not conceded a goal throughout the the World Cup qualifications. So that will boast well for them. And what will boast well for Manchester United is that they've only lost one of their last 6 away games against Leicester when it comes to that in the Premier League. But the sticking point there, we all remember that Leicester did get a win against Manchester United last season. That was 3-1 in the FA Cup. So Leicester will have confidence going into this game with confidence. I know they've only won one of their last 6 games, but they will feel that this is a game that they can go in and get a result against. They're at home. They're going to have the fans behind them. Manchester United is still struggling. All questions about the head. Pressures on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Cristiano Ronaldo's here at the home. Talks about Paul Pogba. Varane and the two main centre backs injured. So Leicester are going to be confident. Leicester are going to go into the game with loads of confidence, and it's going to be a very good game. My prediction for the game, I can see Man United winning the game 2-0. I put it blunt and plain simple as that. I see Rashford coming and getting 2 goals on his return. I see Ronaldo, I see the players picking up the buzz and just really kicking on now that they fully see that they got a fully fit squad and there's actually real competition for place. Because let's not forget, Rashford can play against the whole line. So he can not only he can play left, he can play on strike, and he can play on the right. So with a player like Rashford and what the quality that he brings to his team, it's going to be another kick up the bum. So what has been a kick up the bum playing that indeed this season is what they need. So to have Rashford back, I can see, unless they're not performing so well, winning one of the last 6 games, which was actually against Wolverhampton in the cup, I can see Man United going in there and getting a result away, considering that Man United do have a very still unbeaten away from home in the league, extending their record. I think it will be 30 games now if they can get the result if they don't lose against Leicester. So we'll see how that one turns out. 2-0 my prediction. So we'll flick through the other games, and there's one last game I want to talk about. A big game, man. This top, this one's a bit mud, but so we've got Man City versus Burnley. Don't really see too much competition there. I can see Man City going there and kicking on. Players coming back for international duty. Really want to kick on that team. I know Pep Guardiola. There's lots of talks about him wants to leave, and I know there's talks about players, and I know Grealish has come in, so there's a lot of speculation about Sterling, because as you can see, Grealish now starting for Man City, starting for England. That's also affecting Sterling's position when it comes to him playing for England and Manchester City. And we've seen how important Sterling is as a player and the quality that he possesses, the stuff that he was doing for Manchester City over the last course of the season, and the outstanding, crazy performance that he performed for England. So the rumours between Sterling and Manchester City seem like an interesting one, but I still believe that Man City are going to go and get the result against Burnley. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen there. But if we're being true, we're going to say quick 3-0 win for Man City, maybe even 4, maybe even 5. But yeah, move on to the next game. Norwich versus Brighton. Interesting game because Norwich haven't really had a great start to the season, languishing bottom of the table. These are the teams that they're going to feel that they want to get a result against. They really do need a result if they're going to do anything in this Premier League season. So for me, like Brighton, very good start to the season. Obviously, you have them who does win 2-3 games, and everyone's talking about European football. For me, Brighton will have an all right season. They've got a good manager in Graham Potter. He's built a very good team. You've seen the likes of Lafferty coming in there, looking really kosher, fitting the comeback from injury, and they made some good acquisitions in that team. They had a good performance. Do I see a draw? Do I see? I do see Norwich. No, I don't see Norwich getting a result, to be fair. I feel Norwich will have one of them seasons, to be fair, if I'm honest. I think they'll really struggle. And this could be a game that Brighton can actually go on and get a victory and cement that good run that they've been having. So 1-0 Brighton. Still very close game, and I still Brighton getting it. Southampton versus Leeds. Very interesting game this. And what you've seen in the league this season, there's going to be a lot of games that when you see them on paper, you're going to be like a juicy fixture. This one looks like a juicy fixture. Southampton, topsy-turvy start to the season. Not been getting as much wins, but we've gotten very decent results. Draws against Man City and Tottenham away from home. So they're going to feel that this is a game that they can also go out there and get a win and really kick start their season. Leeds the same. Had a great start. Everyone's speculating about their style of play. Have they been found out? Will they receive that second season job? But they're defiant. Bielsa's not having none of it. The players look like they're up for the challenge. So can Leeds go on and kick on and kickstart their season? So it's going to be very interesting after international break. A lot of the players are going to be no excuses about fitness and that now. A lot of games are going to be, they have had more than enough games now to get back their fitness. So this next course of period leading into the Christmas period is going to be very interesting in regards to the players and what they're going to produce in the season, because we all know how mad it gets in the Christmas period. So we'll see how these games turn out. Brentford versus Chelsea, West London derby. the West London derby. This one is going to be a very interesting game. Brentford coming into this team on smoke with that 2-0 victory against Arsenal. Don't forget, if you ain't watched that, if you got the watch along there on the channel. Don't forget, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, click that bell, because if you have a pop-up show where something mad is going on and we need to jump in, we will just jump in and pop it, but you don't want to miss it. So make sure you do all of that good stuff, and let's click in the bell. Thank you very much. Yeah, Brighton versus Chelsea, West London derby. Brighton coming in on a mad thing, but Chelsea also on a mad thing. They got their boy back, Lukaku, been chopping in the goals. But interesting one here, you know. Like, I could see Brentford getting the result, but Chelsea looking like after the result they had against the Champions League, they've done their thing in the league, but they're going to want to go there and kick on again. Really want to win that, cement that league title. Every game is vital. Every 3 points is vital. So I can see a Chelsea 2-0 win. Everton versus West Ham. Another juicy fixture. Two teams that started off well, started off decent. West Ham started off really well, had a little bit of a stutter, but they've been performing really well in Europa. It's going to be a big challenge for them. I read something like they're going to have 7 games in 22 days or something ridiculous like that. So I know they invested over the summer. This is where we're really going to see their squad. Can they perform? Antonio had his first victory appearance in the internationals for Jamaica. So how is he going to come back in the reaction of being from the international? These are all interesting questions that we are yet to see. But it's going to be good, man. It's going to be a good game. Everton at home. Rafa Benitez back. Those all them questions with him. Liverpool. But he started off really well, getting a few decent results. And this is a game that both teams are going to want to feel that they're going to want to stack their claim and reclaim their status of progression, their status of cementing themselves as one of the big clubs, maybe a top 6 club, maybe creeping into that top 4. And these are one of the games that both of the teams are going to feel that they're going to need to win the game. So it's going to be a very, very, very good game. My prediction, because it's one of them games that I feel that both teams needs to win, I can see it being a draw. I say 1-1 draw. So, moving on to the last fixture of the weekend before we close the show. Another big, big fixture is Newcastle versus Spurs. This is a mazza. Everyone has seen what is going on at Newcastle with their takeover. Like, all been waiting for it. Well, not all been waiting for it. They all been waiting for it for a very long time. We see everything that's been going on with Mike Ashley being tight with the club, not re-incorporating into the. But it's funny enough because he's been making profit, but not being invested in the club that the players, that the fans want, not producing a trophy. I think it's in over 50 years, and Newcastle is a very big, big club. And they're also, obviously, he was trying to sell the club for a very long time, but he couldn't sell it because obviously all these regulations and rules, and in terms of fit owner assessment and all these things, and there was a lot of discrepancy in regards to who was actually going to be the owners of who was going to take over Newcastle, with all the speculation that's going on in Saudi Arabia, with all the turmoil that's going on over there. But they finally managed to get over the line. Finally managed, and this is the craziest thing. Their owners are the richest owners in the world. I was having a debate about this with my friends in the group chat, and I was telling everyone, Newcastle is the next Man City. They're the next Man City 2.0. Their owners are the richest in the world. Everybody combined, all the club, PSG, Man City, Manchester United, Real Madrid, all of them owners put Chelsea, all of their owners put together, yeah, are not as rich as Newcastle's owners. It is a crazy amount of lump sum money that they are going to be able to spend. Why? Because of Mike Ashley's tightness and what he's done over the years with Newcastle, not reinvesting that money into the squad or into the stadium or into the club. He has allowed now these rich owners who have unlimited amount of spending power to spend. Because we all know the rules about financial regulations and fair play. But Newcastle in a position where they can now go on and be a really super elite club. And I was explaining people to this. Newcastle is actually a bigger club than Manchester City. they are a bigger club than right now. They might not be because of what Manchester City have done over the last 10 years. Yeah. But Newcastle is a bigger club than Manchester City. And now they've got all this money and all these abundance of riches. This is going to be scary. It's going to be absolutely scary. I was telling you, they're going to be able to sign whoever they want. Whoever like to Christian and players that are on their way out or oldies. But I'm telling you now, there are a lot of quality players out there that will come and play in the Premier League with Newcastle's 50,000 capacity, 52,000 capacity stadium for a lump sum of money in the Premier League. And for me, it's all about what manager they get. If they can go out and get a very decent manager, they're going to do a mad thing. But we'll speak about more about it in a week, because when they get their new manager, I want you guys to come and give your thoughts, your opinions, because it's about to get crazy. I want to hear from Arsenal fans. I want to hear from Tottenham fans, because you guys are the ones that are going to... There's a lot of stories going in the news about Daniel leaving now, about the Tottenham fans. They're raving now. They're scared. They're at their wits' end because they know it's about to get peak. So big game, Newcastle versus Spurs. Just speaking about them, they are in turmoil themselves. Harry Kane has not been kicking it. Daniel Levy has been doing all these crazy stuff with Super Leagues and hasn't reinvested into squad and manager sackings a week before cup finals. All these crazy stuff is now coming to the helm. And this is going to be a very interesting game with Newcastle versus Spurs. The media is going to be on the game like a flashlight. And this game is going to be a very intriguing game because it's going to be Steve Bruce's 1,000th game. These players are really going to want to stake their claim for whatever manager is coming in, because they know themselves, their own jobs, their own positions at risk, because there's going to be a storm coming through. Remember, I told you, Newcastle are going to create a storm. And I won't be surprised, within the next 5 years, Newcastle are challenging for the Premier League title. And that is something that I can definitely see as a reality, with the likes of Manchester City going and proving that it can be done. Newcastle is going to be a mazza. But you know what, guys? It's been great. It's been a good show. Don't forget, hit us up. If you want to get on the show, we do the Monday review show. So make sure you hit us, join us. Don't forget, hit that bell, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yet, we are sponsored by Soulmate Shabbos. Don't forget, we got that big giveaway, 20% on your discount code. Yes, all of that. Yeah, guys, it's been amazing. It's been good. Enjoy your weekend, and we see you guys soon. Boom, 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 boom.